He took 8 cuts for an alien child. Then he woke up to find strong fighters at his bed. Before we start this story, say hi in the comments. Tell me where you are watching from. It really helps the channel. Blood gathered around Tyler Grant's boots. He stood still, but swayed between the shaking child and the 8 attackers. The alien market was a mess around them. But at that moment, all he could think about was staying alive, and the surprising choice of a human janitor who never thought he would be a hero. The day started like any other day on the Earthship called Harmony. Tyler got out of bed at 5:00 a.m., just like he did every day for the past 3 years. The ship's engines made a soft sound. It was always there as he put on his gray work clothes. On his gray work clothes. The patch on his shoulder said, Maintenance Specialist. But everyone, even Tyler, knew that was just a fancy name for janitor. He looked at the small digital picture frame next to his bed. It was the only personal thing he kept in his small room. It showed different pictures. Feigned. His parents at their small farm in Nebraska, his sister on her college graduation day, and Tyler himself when he tried to join the army but couldn't. The Earth Defense Force said no to him. It still hurt, even 5 years later. He had a small heart problem. It was hard to notice in normal life, but it was enough to stop him from joining. So, here he was, cleaning toilets and scrubbing floors on a special ship, instead of protecting Earth like he always wanted. The Harmony was now at Nexus Station. It was one of the biggest places where different species traded things in the Orion Arm. This was a normal job for the ship. Earth was still quite new to the other planets. They had only learned to travel faster than light 15 years ago. Humans wanted to make friends and to trade deals. The Harmony was like a moving office for Earth. Tyler grabbed his tools and went to the dining room. The morning people had just eaten breakfast. This meant he had about 30 minutes to clean before the office workers came in for their coffee. He nodded to the few crew members he saw in the hallway. Most did not notice him. He was almost invisible, just like a part of the ship's machines that kept it running. "Morning," a friendly voice called out. It was Dr. Sarah Morgan, the ship's alien life expert. She was one of the few people who always noticed him. Early. Start again. "Same as always, Doc," Tyler said with a small smile. "Someone has to keep this place from looking like a messy college room." Sarah laughed. "Well, some of the important people could use that reminder." I swear the Centurion group leaves more scales in the meeting room than my cat leaves fur on my couch. "Tell me about it," Tyler said. He was already thinking about the special vacuum part he would need later. "Any exciting research today?" "Actually, yes." Sarah's eyes got bright. "We are going down to the market at the station. There is a Valerian plant expert who says he has mixed Tauran orchids with Proximum fire lilies. I need to see it to believe it." Tyler nodded. He did not understand much of the science. "Sounds interesting." "Sounds interesting. Be careful down there, though." I heard some of the guards talking about more trouble between the Draxians and Nelvari. Some kind of trade fight. "Always worried," Sarah said with a soft smile. "I will be fine. It is a public market with station guards everywhere." "Right. Of course," Tyler said. He suddenly felt silly for worrying about her. Enjoy your flower shopping." As Sarah walked away, Commander Blake Turner, the ship's head of security, came into the dining room. He grabbed a coffee and walked to Tyler. "Grant," he said, with a quick nod. He said with a quick nod. "Commander," Tyler answered, still wiping tables. "Have you heard about the problem with the Draxians?" Tyler kept his eyes on his work. "Just rumors, sir." Blake spoke more quietly. "Well, those rumors are true, sir. Our information says there might be some Draxian bad guys who are not happy about the new trade deal with Earth. Nothing definite, but keep your eyes open if you go to the station today." Tyler looked up. He was surprised that the commander was telling him this. "Me, sir?" Blake shrugged. "Me, sir." Blake shrugged. "You maintenance guys are everywhere, but no one sees you. Perfect watchers. Also, you used to be in the army, right?" Tyler felt his face turn red. "Hardly, sir. I failed the health test." "You still have the training, though," Blake said. "Just keep your eyes open. That is all I am asking." With that, the commander walked away. Tyler wondered why he had been chosen. He finished cleaning the dining room and went to his other jobs. But Blake's words stayed in his mind. After finishing his morning work, Tyler checked his schedule. He saw he had a few hours free. Only had a few hours free. He decided to go to the station. Not because Blake asked him to, but because he needed to get some special cleaning liquid for the Arcturone ambassador's rooms. At least, that is what he told himself. Nexus Station was a very big place. Over 50,000 people lived there all the time. All the time. And hundreds of thousands more visited each month. The main market was its heart. A large market with many levels. Different kinds of people from all over the galaxy came to trade things, help, and news. Tyler stepped off the moving walkway and into the busy market. It was messy, but in a planned way. The air was full of smells. Strange foods, sweet perfumes, and the natural smells of many different kinds of people. Voices in many languages made a soft sound. Every now and then, a vendor would shout to sell their goods. He walked through the crowd. He was careful not to bump into the species that were easily hurt. A group of tall, thin Alluri walked past. Their see-through skin shined under the market lights. Near a food stand, two big Tyrexian sellers argued with a human trader about the cost of rare earth spices. Tyler kept his head down. He followed the way to the repair shop. There, he could buy the cleaning liquid. As he turned a corner, he saw Dr. Morgan. She was looking at glowing plants at a plant stand. She was deep in talk with a thin, purple-skinned alien. This was likely the Valerian plant expert she had talked about. Tyler decided not to bother them. He kept walking. The repair shop was hidden away in a quieter part of the market. Tyler quickly found what he needed and bought it. As he turned to leave, he heard a loud noise from the main path. Angry voices echoed through the hallway. He was very curious. Tyler moved toward the sound. A small crowd had gathered around what looked like a fight between a Draxian seller and a station guard. The Draxian scales had turned dark red. This showed he was angry. The guard's hand was close to his stun gun. "This is the third time this week," the officer was saying. "You cannot block the path with your goods. Other sellers do the same." The Draxian made a hissing sound. Many rows of teeth showed as he spoke. You pick on me because I am Draxian. Since your humans signed their deal, you all think you can push us around." The officer sighed. He was clearly tired of the talk. "Just move your cart back to the right spot." The Draxian slowly did what he was told. He mumbled words. Tyler guessed were bad words in his own language. The crowd started to break up, but Tyler saw a group of Draxians watching from a hidden spot nearby. They were talking softly. Now and then, they looked toward the guard. Tyler remembered Blake's warning. He felt a cold shiver down his back. Maybe the commander's worries were right after all. Maybe the commander's worries were right after all. He thought about telling someone what he saw, but he decided it was nothing big enough to need attention. Just some unhappy sellers, most likely. He started to go back to the moving tube that would take him to the Harmony. As he walked past food stands, a small person ran out from between two sellers and crashed into him. Tyler fell back a little, and he quickly got back his balance. He looked down. He saw a Nelvari child right in front of him. The Nelvari were one of the newer kinds of people to join the planets. Nelvari were one of the newer kinds of people to join the planets. They had first met others just a few years before humans. They looked like Earth cats in some ways. They had short, soft fur, pointy ears, and big, clear eyes. This child seemed no older than 8 or 9 years old. She had light blue fur and bright yellow-orange eyes. Her eyes "Whoa there, little one," Tyler said softly. "Where are you going so fast?" The child spoke quickly in the Nelvari language. Tyler's translator could not understand it well. He only heard parts of it. Mother, lost, scared. Tyler bent down to the child's height. You are lost. Looking for your mother. The child nodded strongly. Tyler looked around. He searched for any grown-up Nelvari who might be looking for a lost child. The market was full of people, but he did not see anyone who looked worried. My name is Tyler, he said, pointing to himself. Can you tell me your name? Mira, the child said after a short pause. My mother is Tila. We were shopping. Then there were loud voices. People ran. I got scared and ran too, but now I cannot find her. Tyler nodded, feeling sorry for her. Well, Mira, let us find your mom together. Okay, 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 okay. She must be very worried about you. The child seemed to calm down a little because he was so calm. Tyler stood up and held out his hand. Mira took it after only a short pause. Her small paw-like hand felt warm in his. "Where did you last see your mother?" Tyler asked as they started walking. Mira pointed toward the main open area of the market. "By the fountain, we were looking at jewelry." Tyler nodded and led the way. The main open area was one of the busiest parts of the market. The fountain was a common meeting spot for shoppers. As they got closer, Tyler looked through the crowd for any sign of a grown-up Nelvari, who might be Mira's mother. The area was more crowded than usual. The area was more crowded than usual. Tyler saw an odd number of station guards walking around. He kept a firm but soft hold on Mira's hand. He did not want to lose her in the big crowd of shoppers. "Do you see your mother anywhere?" he asked. Mira stood on her toes. Her ears moved around as she looked. "No," she said. Her voice shook a little. "But that is where we were." She pointed to a jewelry stand near the fountain. They walked to the stand. A tan seller was showing off handmade items. The woman looked up as they came closer. "Excuse me," Tyler said. "This child is looking for her mother. Her name is Tila. She is a Nelvari. They were at your stand earlier. Have you seen her?" The seller's face looked softer as she looked at Mara. "Yes. Yes. They were here about 30 minutes ago. The mother seemed worried about something. She left quickly. That way." She pointed toward one of the hallways leading from the open area. "She may have gone to the guard's office. There has been some trouble today." Tyler thanked her. He led Mira in the way the seller had shown. The hallway was less crowded than the open area. It had smaller shops selling special items. About halfway down, a small group of people stood outside what looked like a small guard station. As they got closer, Tyler saw a grown-up Nelvari woman talking excitedly with a guard. "Mira?" The Nelvari woman cried out when she saw them. "Oh, thank my family. Mother!" Mira let go of Tyler's hand and ran to her mother. Her mother hugged her tightly. Tyler walked closer slowly. He was happy to have brought them back together. The mother looked up at him. Her yellow-orange eyes, just like her daughter's, were full of thanks. "You found her," she said. "Thank you, human. I was so worried. There have been threats. And when I could not find her, It was no problem," Tyler told her. "I am just glad she is safe." The guard, a strong centurion, nodded at Tyler. "Good timing. We have heard about Draxian troublemakers in the market today. Not a good day for a child to be walking alone." Tyler frowned. troublemakers. Like the seller who was fighting about where his cart was. The officer clicked his mouth parts. This was how a centurion showed he did not care. Krez, he is always complaining. I am talking about the bad group. They have been spreading messages against our friends, especially against humans and their close friends, like the Nelvari. The Nelvari mother, Tila, held her daughter closer. My husband works with the important people. He helped set up the Earth, Nelvari Health Sharing Program. We have received messages, threats. Tyler's worry grew. This fit too well with what Commander Blake had said. Maybe you should go back to your ship or home, he said. If there is real worry for your safety, his words were stopped by a sudden loud noise from the main open area. Shouts echoed down the hallway. Then came the clear sound of energy weapons firing. The guard quickly grabbed his radio. Central, this is Outpost 3. What is happening in the plaza? The answer came through clearly enough for Tyler to hear. Draxian bad guys. At least 8 of them. At least 8 of them. They have sharp weapons. They are attacking friendly species. All guards available, respond. The officer pulled out his stun gun. Stay here, he ordered. Then he rushed toward the open area. Tila looked very scared. Her fur stood up. We need to get somewhere safe, she said. Tyler nodded. The guard's office inside. It should be safe. They turned toward the station door. But before they could get there, a group of market people came running down the hallway, running away from the open area. In the mess, Tyler was separated from Tila and Mira. When the crowd got smaller, he saw them a few feet away. They were pushed against the hallway wall. And coming toward them from the open area entrance were 3 Draxians. Their scales were dark red. Each one held what looked like special blades. Their eyes were only on the Nelvari mother and child. Tyler did not think. He moved. His old training took over. The officer had left so fast that he had not opened it for them. The Draxians slowed down. They seemed surprised that Tyler stepped in. The leader, a big male with a scarred head, hissed at him. Move aside, human. Our fight is not with you. It is now, Tyler said back. He stood wider. He had no weapon. He faced 3 enemies with blades. The chances were not good. The female's mate is a traitor to planet freedom, the Draxian said. He and his family must pay for their wrongs against free planets. Tyler did not move. Whatever political problem you have, hurting a child will not fix it. The Draxian's inner eyelids moved fast. This was a sign of anger. Last warning, human. Last warning, human. Behind him, Tyler could hear Mira making small crying sounds. And Tila was trying hard to open the guard's door. He made his choice. You will have to go through me first. The Draxians did not wait. The leader jumped forward. His blade was out. Tyler stepped to the side. He grabbed the Draxian's wrist. He used the Draxian's own speed to make him lose balance. This was basic self-defense he learned in the first week of army training. The second Draxian came at him from the side. Tyler bent down under the swing, but he was not fast enough to stop a quick cut across his shoulder. Pain shot through him, but his body's rush kept him moving. He hit the second Draxian hard in the throat. This was one of the few weak spots on their very scaled bodies. The third attacker moved in a circle, looking for a chance to strike. The first Draxian had gotten up and was coming again. Tyler moved back. He kept himself between the attackers and the Nelvari. He had few choices. He could not keep this up for long. Help was not coming. "Run!" he shouted to Tyler to find another guard. But before Tyler could move, 5 more Draxians showed up at the hallway entrance. They were trapped. What happened next seemed to go very slowly. The Draxians attacked all at once. Their blades shined under the market lights. Tyler fought with all his might. He ducked, blocked, and hit when he could. He managed to take a weapon from one attacker. He used that blade to fight off the others. But he was outnumbered. One blade cut him across the ribs. Another cut into his leg. A third cut his arm as he pushed away what would have been a deadly stab to his chest. The pain was too much. But Tyler stayed standing. He was set on protecting the child and her mother for as long as he could. With pure willpower, he kept fighting. Every time a blade cut him, he made himself stay standing to keep moving. The floor under him became slippery with his blood. His sight began to get smaller. Darkness came in at the sides. Far away, he heard shouting. Help was finally coming. The Draxians heard it too. The leader made one last desperate jump. He aimed not for Tyler. He tried to reach around him toward Mira. Tyler turned. The blade went deep into his back. As he fell to his knees, he saw station guards rushing into the hallway. The Draxians were running away. The officers chased them. Running away. His officers chased them. Tyler fell completely to the floor. His strength finally gave out. The last thing he heard was Mira's voice. It was high and scared, calling his name. Then darkness took him. Tyler was not sure if he was dead. The pain was gone. A feeling of floating took its place. Voices moved around him. Voices moved around him. They spoke in languages he did not know. He tried to open his eyes, but he could not remember how. Time went by. He could not tell how much. Slowly, he started to feel things again. The soft sound of hospital machines. The clean smell of a hospital. A dull, far-off pain of wounds getting better. Yazudu. With much effort, Tyler finally opened his eyes. The ceiling above him was strange. It was higher than the ship's sick room. It had a rainbow-like shine to its panels. He was definitely not on the Harmony. He tried to sit up. He quickly wished he had not. Pain shot through his body. A soft but strong hand pushed him back down. "Please stay still, Tyler Grant. Your cuts are still getting better." The voice was sweet. It had an accent Tyler did not know. He turned his head a little. He saw an Elvari woman in what looked like doctor's clothes. She stood next to his bed. "Where am I?" he asked. His voice was rough because he had not used it much. "You are in the Royal Hospital on Nell Prime," she said back. She checked some numbers on a screen next to his bed. "You were moved here after being made stable on Nexus Station. Your injuries were bad." Tyler blinked. He was confused. Nell Prime? That's not even in the same star system as Nexus Station. How long have I been asleep? 7 days, the medic answered. You were kept in a deep sleep to help you heal. Your body was badly hurt. 7 days. Tyler tried to understand this news. He had been brought to the Nelvari home planet while asleep. Why would they move an hurt human janitor across star systems? The child, he said suddenly. Memories came rushing back. Mira and her mother. Are they safe? The medic nodded. They are safe because of what you did. Oh, relaxed a little. He felt better. Good. That is good. Your ship has been told where you are and how you are doing, the medic continued. Your captain showed worry, and thanks. They have made the Harmony special trip longer. It will stop at Nell Prime once you are allowed to travel. That is very kind, Tyler said, but he doubted the captain knew his name before this event. You should rest now, the medic said. The King's doctor will check on you soon. King's doctor? That seemed like too much for a worker who cleaned. But Tyler was too tired to ask more questions. He closed his eyes and went back to sleep. When Tyler woke up again, the room was dark. Nighttime, he thought. He felt stronger than before. The pain was now a soft ache. He carefully tried to move. He found he could move a little without great pain. Good. He then knew he was not alone. He turned his head. He saw a small person sitting in a chair next to his bed. It was Mira. The Nelvari child was curled up. She seemed to be asleep. Her blue fur looked almost silver in the dim light. Next to her, also sleeping, sat her mother. Adds to mother. Tyler felt touched that they would visit him, especially so late at night. He lay still. He did not want to wake them. As he watched, the door to his room opened quietly. A tall Nelvari male came in. Unlike Tila and Mira, whose fur was blue, his was dark gray with silver marks. He wore a fancy uniform with badges. Tyler did not know them. The new person saw that Tyler was awake. He walked to the bed. He moved quietly so he would not wake the sleeping mother and child. Tyler Grant, he said softly. His voice was deep and strong. It is good to see you awake. I am Rollin. I am Tila's husband and Miri's father. Sir, Tyler said with a small nod. It was the most he could move easily. Your family is safe. That is what matters. Rollin's ears moved forward. This was a sign of interest or surprise. Tyler guessed. You speak as if what you did was small, human. It was not. Before Tyler could answer, the door opened again. This time, many Nelvari came in. They wore armor that Tyler had never seen before. It was smooth. It looked almost like liquid. Soft lights pulsed under its surface. Each carried a modern-looking weapon at their side. They stood around the room, standing straight. Tyler tensed up. He was confused by them being there. Were they expecting trouble? Here, in what seemed like a safe hospital. After the guards came two more Nelvari. The first was old. He had silver fur and a fancy headdress. The second was not young, not old. He wore clothes that could only be called royal. He wore clothes that could only be called royal. Roland immediately dropped to one knee. His head was bowed. Your Majesty, he said. My Lord Regent, you honor us by being here. Tyler's mind spun. Majesty, Lord Regent. Was he with Nelvari kings and queens? He tried to sit up again. He felt it was wrong to lie down in front of such important people, but pain kept him still. The older Nelvari, the one Rollin had called Lord Regent, waved for Rollin to stand up. Ambassador Rollin, there is no need for fancy manners right now. We have come to see the human who saved your daughter. Was a pure dream. The younger Nelvari, who was the king, walked to Tyler's bed. By now, Tila and Mira had woken up. Mira's eyes got wide at the sight of the royal guests. She quickly copied her father's respectful pose. Tyler Grant, the king said. His voice was surprisingly soft. I am King Elerin of the Nelvari people. I know we owe you a great thank you. Tyler swallowed hard. Your Majesty, I just did what anyone would do. I was in the right place at the right time. The king's whiskers moved. It might have been a small smile. Ambassador Rollin tells me you were badly hurt protecting his family. You took 8 cuts from blades, but you stayed standing until help came. This is not what anyone would do, as you say. The regent stepped forward. You should know, human, that Mira is not just any child, an idiot. Hyastansis any child, Enad. 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 Hyastansis any child. She is the king's niece. She is from the royal family. Ambassador Roland is the king's brother. Tyler felt suddenly heavy. And not just from his hurts. He had stepped in to protect a child. Any child. The fact that she was a Nelvari princess had not entered his mind. I did not know, he said honestly. It would not have mattered if I had. She was a child in danger. That is all I saw. Your actions show the best parts of honor and bravery, he said in a formal way. The Nelvari people thank you. They owe you, Tyler Grant of Earth. When you are well, there will be a special thank you for what you did. Tyler did not know what to say. This seemed much too big for what he had done. But if he was saved from having to answer by Mira. Fred moved away from her mother. She now stood beside his bed. Are you feeling better, Tyler? She asked. Her voice was small, but clear. Even with all the pain, the confusion, and the surprise visit from the king, Tyler found himself smiling at the child. Much better, Mira. Thank you for asking. Mira nodded. Really, I was scared when you fell. There was so much red. Mira, Tila said softly. Maybe now is not the time. Zized softly. Maybe now is not the time. It is okay, Tyler told her. I am stronger than I look, Mira. Humans heal fast. The king watched them talk. He was interested. Indeed, your kind's ability to bounce back is amazing. Our doctors were amazed by how your body got better with treatment. The regent cleared his throat. Maybe we should let Tyler Grant rest, Your Majesty. There will be time to talk more when he is stronger. The king nodded. Of course, Tyler Grant, we will talk again soon. Until then, know that you are safe and cared for by the Nelvari royal family. Whatever you need will be given to you. Royal group left. The guards walked out after them. Roland turned to his family. We should go too. It is late. Mira should be in bed. Tila nodded. But Mira looked like she did not want to leave. She walked to Tyler's bed again. Will you tell me about Earth next time? I have never met a human before you. Tyler smiled again. I would like that, Mira. Get some rest. The family said goodnight to him and left. Tyler stared at the ceiling. He tried to understand what had happened. He had gone from a janitor, no one saw, to a royal hero in just 1 week. It seemed impossible. But here he was, in a royal hospital on a planet he never thought he would visit. Tiredness took over him again. He fell asleep. He wondered what the next days would bring. Tyler's healing got better fast over the next few days. The Nelvari medical tools were very good. They made him heal much faster than he would have in a human hospital. By the 4th day after waking up, he could sit up by himself. By himself. By the 6th day, he could stand and walk short ways. During this time, Mira and her family visited him often. True to his word, he told the child about Earth, about the big oceans and tall mountains, about the many different animals and changing seasons. Mira listened very closely. Her ears moved forward to hear every word. Roland often joined them. He asked good questions about human ways and how they were ruled. Tyler answered as best he could, but sometimes he did not know the answers. He was a janitor, not a special speaker or a person who studied people. Your knowledge is still helpful, Roland told him after one such talk. You give a view that is not from the official talks. What you say is real. On the 10th day after waking up, Tyler had a different visitor. It was Commander Blake Turner from the Harmony. The head of security looked uneasy in the fancy Nelvari place, but he managed to smile when he saw Tyler sitting up in bed. "Grant," he said. He walked to the bed. "You are looking better than I thought you would." "Commander," Tyler greeted him. "The Nelvari medical tools are amazing." Blake nodded. "Oh, taking the place of the main helpers, but working with them. Your special way of seeing things and the realness Commander Blake talked about would be very useful. I am not good enough, Tyler argued. I have no training for talking to other planets. Planets. No higher schooling in how different species get along. You have something more important, the king replied. You have moral power. You acted right away to protect a child, not of your kind. You took a big risk. That says a lot about who you are. And it says a lot about humans' chance to be good friends. The talk went on for some time. The king and regent explained the new job more fully. Tyler listened. He asked questions. And slowly, he saw that they were serious. This was not just a small job, or an show. a small job or a show. They truly believed he could help different species get along. As the meeting ended, the king had one last question. "Will you think about our offer, Tyler Grant?" Tyler thought of his life on the Harmony, the never-ending work of cleaning and fixing things. How no one saw him among the crew. Brut. He thought of his failed army dreams, of the picture frame next to his bed, with pictures of chances he never got. Then he thought of Mira's face when she asked about Earth, of Rollins' good questions about human ways, of the chance to be part of something truly important. "I will think about it, Your Majesty," he said. "Thank you for the chance." The next day, a special event was held to honor Tyler's actions. In the big hall of the royal palace, in front of important Nelvari people and the Harmony crew, King Ellerin gave Tyler the Order of the Silver Star. This was one of Nelvar's highest awards for bravery. As he knelt to get the medal, Tyler saw Mira standing with her parents. The child gave him a small wave. He waved back with a smile. In that moment, he knew what he would do. When the king asked him in front of everyone if he would take the job of special helper, Tyler said yes right away. The hall burst into clapping. Humans and Nelvari both. Later, at the party after the event, Dr. Sarah Morgan came to him. She was smiling widely. "Special Helper Grant," she said. She raised a glass and made a toast. Who would have thought it? Tyler laughed. The sound surprised even him. Certainly not me. I am still half sure I will wake up tomorrow back in my work clothes. Sarah's face became more serious. "You know, I always thought you were more than just a janitor." "Oh, I am happy. Others are finally seeing it too." "Thank you," Tyler said. He was truly touched. That means a lot. As the party went on, Tyler found many important people coming to him, both Nelvari and human. Many wanted to hear his story of what happened in the market. Others wanted to know his ideas about how different species get along. Tyler answered as truly as he could. He slowly felt more at ease in his new job. Near the end of the night, as the crowd started to get smaller, Mira showed up next to him. She was dressed up for the event. She looked every bit like the princess she was. "Tyler," she said, "will you be staying on Nell now?" He nodded. "For a while at least. I will be working with your father and other special helpers." Mira's ears perked up. "Good. I still have many questions about Earth. And I can show you Nelvar. There are pretty forests near the palace with animals you have never seen." "I would like that," Tyler said with a smile. "And maybe," Mira added. Her voice became more serious. "You could teach me to be brave like you." Tyler knelt down to her height. He was careful of his still healing cuts. "Amateur, sir, Amsua." "Mira, you are already brave. You stayed calm when things were scary. That is true bravery." The child thought about this. "But I ran and hid. You stood and fought. Different times need different kinds of bravery," Tyler explained. "Sometimes being brave means running to find help. Sometimes it means standing your ground. The main thing is to do what is right, even when it is scary." Mira nodded seriously. "I think I understand." Then, by surprise, she put her arms around him in a hug. "Thank you for saving me, Tyler." Tyler hugged her back softly. "You are welcome, Mira." Mira. As he watched the child go back to her parents, Tyler thought about the strange way his life had gone. From someone rejected by the army to a janitor No one saw to a special helper. None of it was what he had planned. But somehow it felt right. The next weeks were very busy. Tyler split his time between meetings with other planets, learning about new cultures, and getting better from his hurts. He moved into his own rooms in the part of the royal building for helpers. He began to learn the simple Nelvari language. His translator helped. Nelvari language. But talking directly was always better when talking to other planets. True to her word, Mira became his helper for Nelvari ways. She was not official. She showed him around the palace and taught him about local habits. In return, he told her stories about Earth and answered her many questions about human life. One night, about a month after the event, Tyler received a surprise message from Earth's main office. It was a personal message from the head leader of the Earth government. It praised what he did. It officially said he was chosen as special helper to the Nelvari people. With the message was a file with news about his family. His and parents had talked to Earth News about their son's brave acts. They had said they were proud of what he did. His sister had gotten many messages from old school friends. They remembered Tyler's brother from school. The last paper was what touched Tyler the most. No, it was an official letter taking back his rejection from the Earth Defense Force. It said his actions had shown the good traits they wanted in their people. It was mostly a symbol now. His new job meant he could not be in the army, but the thanks meant more to Tyler than he could say. Meant more to Tyler than he could say. That night, he stood on the balcony of his rooms. He looked up at the strange stars in the Nelvari sky. Somewhere among them was Earth, and the life he had left behind. He did not regret his choice. His new job gave him a reason to be. Cleaning the harmony. Never did that. Odd. But there was a mix of sad and sweet feelings. He realized his life had changed so much because of a chance meeting in a market. A soft knock at his door stopped his thoughts. He opened it. He found Rollin standing in the hallway. Ambassador, Tyler greeted him. Is everything okay? All is well, Rollin told him. I just want to talk with you before tomorrow's meeting. Tyler asked him in. They sat in the sitting area of his rooms. Rollin said no to a drink. He went straight to why he was there. The council will be talking about making the health-sharing program bigger tomorrow, he said. Some people are worried about moving too fast. Tyler nodded. This was not a surprise. Careful people were in every government. They worry about their culture getting mixed with others, he guessed. Among other things, Rollin agreed, there is a group that believes we should stay separate, as we always have, even with the good things friendship might bring. They see what happened to Mira as proof that mixing with other species brings danger. The actions of a few bad guys should not decide how different species get along, Tyler said. I agree, Rollin said. And you being here helps show that. The fact that a human risked his life for a Nelvari child goes against what they say very well. Tyler moved uneasily. I do not want to be used as a political sign. Rollin's ears moved. This showed he understood. Nor would I ask that of you. I just think that your real view, your story, has power. The council would learn a lot from hearing it straight from you. After thinking about this, Tyler nodded. I will speak if asked, honestly as always. That is all I ask, Roland said, standing up to leave. He stopped at the door. Tyler, I have not yet properly thanked you for what you did, not as a special helper or as the king's brother, but as a father. You saved my daughter's life, and for that, my family will always be thankful. The strong feelings in Roland's voice touched Tyler. She is a special child, he said simply. I am glad I was there. After Roland left, Tyler went back to the balcony. His thoughts went to the meeting tomorrow, and what he might say. He was not a smooth speaker or a good talker, but maybe that did not matter. Maybe what the council needed to hear was not fancy words, but a simple truth that when a child was in danger, what kind of person they were did not matter. Only the need to protect them mattered. Only the need to protect them mattered. In that clear moment, Tyler understood why he had been chosen for this job, not even though he did not have experience talking to other planets, but because of it. His actions had been not changed by politics or special rules. They had been purely human. And by being so, they had shown the chance for real friendship between different kinds of people. The council meeting the next day was held in a big room inside the royal palace. Tyler, dressed in his formal helper clothes, sat next to the Earth helper. Her name was Elena Vasquez. She was a helper for many years. She had come to Nell Prime a week after the event. She had supported Tyler's strange new job. She saw the special bond he had made with the royal family. As Roland had guessed, the talk became angry when the health-sharing program getting bigger came up for discussion. A Nelvari leader named Marith led the group against it. His dark orange fur stood up as he spoke. We rush into a deeper friendship too fast. We have barely started to understand these humans, he argued. What happened in the market shows the dangers of too much contact with other planets. The king's child was in danger. King Ellerin, leading the council from his high seat, looked at Tyler. Special Helper Grant, would you like to speak to the council about this? Tyler stood up. He felt the eyes of every leader on him. Honored leaders, he began. I understand your worries for your people's safety. Being careful is smart when making new friends. Whether between people or kinds of people, he paused. He gathered his thoughts. The event in the market was indeed scary and dangerous, but I would say it shows not the failure of different species getting along, but their promise. The attackers were a small group of bad guys. The attackers, their ideas are not supported by their own government. They acted because of fear of change, fear of friendship, fear of a future that is not like the past. Several leaders nodded. Tyler continued with more confidence. But what I went through after the event was amazing. I was brought to your world, healed by your doctors, welcomed into your society. I, a simple worker with no special rank, was treated with respect and kindness. He looked straight at Adon. Leader Marath, you speak of the dangers of getting involved. I have seen its good sides myself. The health-sharing program alone can save many, many lives on both our worlds. Would you say no to your people getting those benefits because of fear? Marath's fur went down a little. It is not just fear, human. It is worry about keeping our ways, our values, safe. With respect, leader, Tyler answered. Cultures are not kept safe by staying alone, but by believing in their strength and ability to change. The Nelvari I have met are proud of their past. But they are also curious about others. That balance seems worth keeping. The talk went on for some time. Other leaders joined in. Tyler spoke when asked, but mostly he listened carefully. By the end of the meeting, they had found a middle ground. The health sharing would grow. The health sharing would grow, but with more safety rules and learning programs about cultures for everyone taking part. As the council left, Ambassador Vasquez came to Tyler. "Good work in there," she said softly. "You have a natural gift for talking with other planets, Grant." Tyler smiled sadly. "Or I just say what I think without years of training getting in the way. Sometimes that is exactly what is needed," she said back. Being real can be more convincing than being smooth. In the months after that, Tyler got used to his job as special helper. He worked closely with both the Earth team and the Nelvari royal family. He helped to close culture gaps and make things easier to understand. His special job, not a normal helper for other planets. Not a Nelvari expert, but someone with a personal link to both worlds, was very helpful in many talks. The health sharing program did very well. Nelvari doctors traveled to Earth, and human health experts came to Nelvar Prime. The first big step forward came 6 months after Tyler got his job. A team working together found a way to treat a nerve problem that affected both kinds of people. The success was celebrated on both worlds. Tyler was shown clearly in the news. For himself, his friendship with Mira and her family grew stronger. He became like an uncle to the child. He taught her about human ways while learning from her about Nelvari traditions. When Mira joined the royal school, she proudly told her classmates that her favorite subject was Earth studies. Tyler sometimes helped with this class. A year after the market event, Tyler went back to Earth for the first time. He went with King Ellerin on a special visit. The party was bigger than he could have thought. Crowds filled the streets of New Geneva. News was everywhere on the planet. His parents were asked as special guests to the formal dinner. His mother cried when she saw him. She ran her hands over his face, as if to make sure he was really there. "My boy," she kept saying, "my brave boy." His father was more quiet, but he felt just as much. He simply hugged him tightly. "Proud of you, son," he whispered. "Always knew you were meant for something special." The visit was a great success. It led to more teamwork between Earth and Nelvar in many areas. Trade deals were signed. Programs for sharing cultures were set up, and a shared plan to explore space was announced. Through all of this, Tyler kept the same simple and honest way he had shown in his first council meeting. Meeting. He spoke truly about both the hard parts and the chances of different species getting along. He used his special view. He was someone who had crossed culture lines in the most amazing way. On the last night of the Earth visit, a private dinner was held for the helpers from both sides. After dinner, King Ellerin asked for quiet. He raised his glass. "To Tyler Grant," he said, "who started as one world's worker who cleaned and became another world's hero, who showed us all that bravery and kindness go beyond what kind of person you are." Tyler took the toast. And took the toast. He felt a mix of shame and pride. Later, as the group split into smaller talks, he found himself standing with Ambassador Vasquez and Roland near a big window. It looked out over the Earth Nell Memorial Garden. This was a new part of the special building. It had plants from both worlds. "Did you ever think this is where you would end up?" Vasquez asked. "When you were cleaning floors on the Harmony?" Tyler shook his head. "Never. I thought I would miss my chance to make a difference when I failed the Army health test." Roland made a soft sound. It was like a thoughtful sound for Nelvari. Maybe the universe had a different plan for you, one that needed you to be exactly where you were that day in the market. "I do not know about that," Tyler said, "but I am thankful for how things turned out." He touched his side where the deepest scar was. "The Nelvari have a saying," Roland offered. "The easiest path is rarely the most important. Your journey has certainly shown that to be true." As they kept talking, Tyler saw Mira across the room. Mira was talking excitedly with his sister. The two had become friends right away. They connected over both having brothers who were suddenly in the public eye. Watching them, Tyler felt a deep sense of happiness. This was what it was all about. Not big talks between planets or official deals, but real connections between people, even when they were different kinds of people. Later that night, as he got ready for bed in his guest rooms, Tyler found himself thinking about the worker he used to be. The man no one saw. Who cleaned floors and fixed pipes? The person who was turned down, who thought his chance to be important had gone. If he could talk to that Tyler now, what would he say? Maybe just this: that purpose often finds us when we least expect it. That the worth of a life is not in names or fame, but in the choices we make when it matters most. And that sometimes standing between danger and those who need help is exactly where you are meant to be. Even if you do not know it, until you are bleeding from 8 blade cuts on a station floor far from home. 2 years to the day after the market event, a statue was shown in the main open area of Nexus Station. It showed a human standing to protect an Elvari child. He faced danger no one could see. He was determined. The sign simply read, "For Tyler Grant of Earth." Who showed us that bravery knows no kind of person? Tyler stood beside Mira at the statue showing. He leaned down to whisper in her ear. A bit much, don't you think? Mira was now 2 years older and much taller, but she was still clearly the child he had protected. She smiled up at him. "Not at all," she said back. She was sure because she was young. "You are a hero, Tyler. Heroes get statues." Tyler shook his head, but he was smiling too. "I am just a guy who did what needed to be done. Nothing special about that." That, said Mira with surprising wisdom, is exactly what makes it special. As clapping filled the open area, Tyler looked at the statue, not with pride, but with humbleness. It was not really about him. He knew it was about the chance. That moment had shown. The proof that when it was important, differences in species, in culture, in bodies could disappear. That protecting those who are innocent could go beyond all limits. That, he thought, was a memory worth having. Not bad for a janitor. Not bad for a janitor. He had once thought he had nothing important to give the universe. The event ended with speeches from important people of many species. Each one said the event was a turning point in how different species got along. The Draxian helper spoke last. No, Draxian. He officially said again that his government wanted peace. He clearly said no to the bad actions that led to the attack. Afterward, as the crowd left, Tyler found a young human coming to him. He was in a work uniform. His name tag said, Ryan Mitchell. "Sir," the young man said nervously, "I just wanted to say, well, you are a hero for all of us workers." Tyler smiled kindly. "Thank you, Ryan. But remember, your uniform does not decide what you can do." It never did. As Ryan walked away, clearly feeling better from the short talk, Roland showed up at Tyler's side. "A smart thought," the special helper said. "One that works for all kinds of people, too. I have learned a few things in the past couple of years," Tyler said with a smile. "Indeed, you have," Roland agreed, "and taught quite a few things, too." They watched as Mira came back to them. Oh. She was talking excitedly about the statue and the speeches. Tyler felt a rush of love for the child. She had, without knowing it, changed his life's path. He had protected her without thinking twice. Some choices, he thought, show who we are more than any job title or rank ever could. The choice he made that day in the market, to stand between a child and danger, it had shown something key about himself, something no army rejection or simple job could make less important. And if taking 8 cuts for an alien child had led him here, to important work, to loved friendships, to a feeling of purpose he once thought he could never reach, then every scar was more than worth it. And that was the end of the story. If you listened all the way to here, remember to leave comments about what you thought of the story. Good or bad, your comments help us do better. Also, like and subscribe to the channel for more stories like this. And I will leave another video here on the screen that I am sure you will like.